Be yourself. Be humble. Do your thing, man. You know, research. Do a lot of research and plan ahead and be different. Do things that, you know, to be different, and that'll take you places, bro.
I get fucked up, drink a little bit, smoke a little bit, pop a little bit.
Jsharpz The Barber here, the mobile barber, the infamous. We here at West 4th in NYC, you know, my hometown. That's where I come from, chilling. And here with my man here from started with the Clippers. Much props to him, man. I respect him, you know, telling me to come here and do an interview with me. That's pretty. Meeting up and doing an interview, that's pretty dope. I started with the Clippers when I was what, 14, like sure, like everybody else. You know, I started cutting my friends around the neighborhood at the house and then stuff like that. And I used to do graffiti, so I figured doing, you know, lines to me wasn't nothing. And I had the wrist work for it, so I said, why not? A lot of people, you know, they kind of look at me funny, like, yeah, you just do house calls all day. And it's not just about house calls. I mean, I'm everywhere. It's music studios, people's jobs. In the summertime, I'll be out in the parks just cutting hair. And sometimes I contribute to the homeless and cut their hair for free. So it's definitely a great journey for me. 20 years of cutting, and I love what I do. The barber game is definitely revolutionized. It's changed. It's getting to a point it hasn't been like that for a long time, you know. And a lot of kids now, a lot of people want to be barbers, which is a great thing, and I respect that. And for all the people that are actually doing what they're doing to expose us out there like that, it's a blessing. For those who want to be barbers, this is definitely a good thing. You just gotta, you know, just like everything else, you just gotta go all the way with it, you know. More about myself, I'm consider myself a very humble person. I'm a father of four kids, fun-loving kids at that. That's pretty much it about myself, man. I'm just going all out, you know, with the gusto. You know, I'm trying to just go and do what I gotta do. You only live once, so you know what I mean. You do something you love to do. I wake up every morning. I love doing what I'm doing, and it takes me places that I love. I live life. The turning point to me was I was working for a company for several years. My mom got sick and I had to go and take care of her down south. Came back with the promise of me returning to my job, and then, you know, that wasn't there anymore. And a friend of mine said, you know what, why don't you start cutting at a shop again? And I thought about it, and I said, you know what, why not? After I did that for 3 years, you know, I didn't want to leave a shop because, you know, my boy, you know, didn't want to. The type of person I am, I did not want to make him look bad, so. But then got into it with the owner, and I was like, you know what, I had already had this calculated in my mind, what is it that I want to do, but didn't know how to go about it. So finally I just said, you know what, 3 weeks in, I set up with a couple of my clients, my loyal clients, and I left, you know, those are my seeds, you know. I left from that, a few clients, not all of them. I left with a handful of clients, and then from there it just progressed. You know, it's all by word of mouth and promotion, of course. You know, Instagram has been a great help, Facebook as well, and much of the legwork I have to do as well, to, you know, to make it happen and get my clients, and that's pretty much it, man. I mean, if it wasn't for that course of life, I probably wouldn't have been doing this again. But this, you know, things happen for a reason, and that's something that I'm a firm believer that you just go with the flow. If the wind is going west, I mean, if you go against it, it's going to be a tuggle, so it's not going to be a good ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride for you. But if you just go with the flow and do what you love to do every day, it's quite healthy too, you know. That they don't know about me. Sometimes people get the wrong impression of me. You know, they think that I'm not as humble as I am. But I mean, I guess when they get to meet me, you know, I mean, I was a supervisor too for a company. I used to supervise 350 people, and they used to call me 9 to 5, because I was also concentrating in my work. Everything I do, I put my 150% into it. So they used to call me 9 to 5. And but once they got to know me, they noticed that I wasn't that type of person. Number two would be they can't figure me out, kind of. They think I'm a certain way, and I'm not. I listen to people. I contribute to people. You know what I mean? I'm a friendly person, bro. I mean, to whoever's friendly to me, I'm very friendly. I'm very humble. And I'm an awesome father, I believe. You know, and that's it. I'm an awesome friend to everything. I'm just into everything, bro. I mean, if it's just positivity, I'm a big believer in positivity. If it's, you know, if it's negative, then I wish not to be around it. A couple of years I'll be a grandfather, probably, of course, and but in a couple of years I believe I'll be very successful. I already have a plan for myself. I'm a big believer in the secret, so I believe I'm gonna be very successful. Very successful. It's something really, really big for me that's gonna happen, and I'm just waiting to get there. So it's all my journey. I mean, if you get into it because that's what you really want to do. I mean, test it out. If you know, create a passion for it, just go for it. I mean, just do it for yourself. Do it for your artwork. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, as far as I know, it's, you know, barbers that's been veteran barbers that has been into it for 30 years. They're still learning. You know, don't never forget that you always learn. Even the people that's made it and they're pretty popular, they're still learning as well. I mean, they might not say it, but they're learning. So stick to what you have a focus on. Stick to your focus. Try to do the best you can and brand yourself, I think, and have a strategic goal, and everything will work out. Trust me. Yeah, via Instagram, Facebook, I mean, anything. I mean, you got Tumblr. You got so many ways of just learning and observe, you know, things that you can observe and learn from, and there's a lot of doors out there for you, and then, you know, it's just up to you to open them and walk through them. You know what I mean? Walk through the right door, and I think I'm a big believer of being observant. If just observe your surroundings and pay attention to it. Because if not, if you're too much in the cloud and you're clouded up, you're not realizing what's around you, and that'll take you places. My Instagram is Jsharpz The Barber, Jsharpz _the THE_Barber. That's the Instagram, and my Facebook is the same, Jsharpz The Barber. Be yourself. Be humble. Do your thing, man. You know, research. Do a lot of research and plan ahead, and be different. Do things, you know, to be different, and that'll take you places, bro. I'm a firm believer of chakras and energy, so make sure you surround yourself with good people, and trust me, everything will come in and fall into place.